This is YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning. And yes, we have finally got our microphones working about getting time, etc., so to speak. Well, as you can see it on your screen, live here on YouTube, that we all know that the volcano crisis in the Canary Islands is wreaking havoc all over the globe. It's wreaking havoc. May I state here that I am not here to criticize either individual that is involved in these absolute horrible crises. Over 100,000 people or more, give or take, have been evacuated. Homes have been damaged for sure. And now emergency aid has been granted by Spanish government officials, which has been documented since yesterday afternoon, plus on social media. But before I get into that, I did say on my disclaimer that this does not affect members of the public, but I want to get something off of my chest, and this is quite personal and important. I do not know which way to put this, but I'm going to put it politely as much as possible if I can here on the air. I do not like, for the record, for either of my social media followers to be bullied, slandered, and whatever the case might be. I'm not taking that. And when it gets to that, normally local authorities will be on the fucking case with that. I did not like the fact that to what this young lady has been through, I didn't like the idea at all. And I still do not like the idea, quite frankly. I really do not like the idea. Like where do you get off on knocking other women? Like where do you get away with this? Who the heck, like in my own opinion, like who the heck do you think you are? As in for knocking other people and belittling them and humiliating them on a social media platform. Where the feck do you think you're going with this? Where? But the biggest mistake that that individual has made, you left a digital fingerprint. You did, sir. You left a digital fingerprint. When you leave a digital fingerprint, just because you took down your live clips and your live commentaries, it doesn't mean that you're safe. To make this clear to the point, sir, you're going to learn the lesson the hard way, that that clip is still on social media, and God only flipping knows, sir, people are having a right laugh out of it. Something, for the record, that I do not wish upon on either individual. You know, I thought I respected you, sir. I thought I did. But in circumstances like this, all that respect, one second, the friendship, nada. Adios, amigo, out the window. Hasta luego. That's how I feel. You knew what you were doing, in my own opinion. I don't care if your commentary was accidental. I do not care. I'm not buying that. And for the record, quite honestly, I am not, for the record, buying into it. So why should we buy into your story and you say that I'm innocent or something like that? You gotta be ribbing me, dude. You gotta be ribbing me. This makes me want to have a fucking cigarette live on commentary right now. You, there's no need for this shit. No need. What we're going to do right now, for the moment, we are going to take a quick time out. We'll be right back. Do not go away. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live here on YouTube. And yes, and do pardon my unprofessionalism because number one, I have a Coke Zero, and once in a rare moon, I drink. I have a WKD next to me here in the booth. Plus, with a so to this current gentleman that did what he done, I am going to make this very, very simple for him. You, sir, have done the most unforgiving thing that either person can do. That is exactly how I feel. And you know something? It'll come back to bite you, sir. It will come back to bite you in the tush. It will come back to. And somewhere down the road, sir, bank on it. A lesson is going to be taught to you in humiliation, not by me, no, by random individuals that you may know best. Now you're thinking to yourself, what's this got to do with me? It's nothing to do with me. You're correct on one thing. But when it gets to friends of mine that I know pretty good on social media, it doesn't matter what social media outlet that these individuals are on. It doesn't give you the right to them live on air. This and this, your mouth. Think before you fucking speak, sir. What you did was you fired the arrow, which is your mouth. Two, you could not take it back. The bottom line is you made the mistake, the, a big mistake of a lifetime. One, two, now you're suffering the consequences for it. But I will say this before I move on to the next subject. Someone close to you from back in the day, yes, it's hurting. Speak from experience. 3 years ago, I lost a girlfriend, an ex girlfriend, who had kidney issues about the size of a fingernail. And I was told that while I was in work one day. A young woman came up to me. But I will say this, I didn't go around acting the fucking jackass about it. I was upset. I was hurting. I was hurting for a few days, a day or two. But I'm over it. And by the sounds of things from back in the day, she was on borrowed time, very, very slowly, very methodically. That's the reason why I finally figured it out back in the early days of the noughties era that she and I had split up. Because you see, I think most of the time, and I finally grasped the picture back in 2018 when she sadly passed away. Never even knew a darn thing. With that being said, moving swiftly on, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody had a nice weekend. And yes, earlier on, yesterday, Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon, whoever you are watching in the world live here on YouTube, there were some technical problems with the microphone. The green indicator was off. I thought the mics were still working. Yep, we're still good. Yep, we're good. So, with that being said, I hope everybody had a safe and pleasant weekend, which is very, very important. And I just got a bit of a surprise earlier on this past weekend, this weekend gone, should I say, saying that we're going to cinema. Now, I have not stepped inside a cinema in some time. I have not stepped in. And it's going to be quite interesting when I do step into that cinema for the first time in God knows how long. As long as my eardrums hold up and tinnitus. Ah, let's just hope let's just hope that does not happen. But just to give, but on, but for those who know me personally here on social media, for those who saw me, yes, I am still sporting the crutch here and there, and I was at a medical facility earlier on this past week. As I said in my previous commentary, though, I had to remove it due to technical difficulties with it. Basically, what was said to me was that there was inflammation on my joints, on the joint on my left knee. It was the answer I wanted to hear. That's one. Second of all, it was something that I didn't want to hear. Three, I kind of knew what was going on. I kind of knew. So on our way back, this weekend gone, Sunday, now we're into Monday morning, going on 1:20 in the morning, 8:20 at night, 5:18 in the West Coast, and a very good evening to those who are watching. Um, they were saying if this pain does not go away, which it has eased, it has not went, but it has eased, there's going to be an investigation into it. So basically, what the medics has said to me was really simple: that there's swelling on the inside of my joint via the tissue, and and adding to that, I asked the medics who were looking at my left knee, excuse me, was it okay for me to use the crutch, etc.? Yes, it's okay. It's perfectly fine, and I understand that. So for all those people that have said to me that it's nothing more, I'm just using this for attention fucking seeking purposes. Ah, think again. You think pain is my fucking favorite thing? Do I acknowledge pain to use out there? Hmm. Think again. Think again. Sometimes I do acknowledge pain, sometimes I don't. I do not acknowledge pain. I will say this for sure. What we're going to do right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick time out. I am going to mute this mic. We'll be right back. somewhere down the line, and yes, I am back live here in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Somewhere down the road, that I'll be using YouTube and Restream once again. And basically, the reason why I'm here on YouTube because I am looking for some followers. That's the reason why I am on here. And what I'm interested in is what you like about this platform, etc., so to speak. So earlier on, just yesterday gone, say about an hour and a half ago, give or take, I was watching Sean's View Entertainment, which I am a subber to his channel, and I do what I can to contribute to his channel, just to support his channel. Now, what I'm not understanding about individuals in general, here's the question that I want to ask you: why do people troll? Why? I think it's absolutely stupid. It's ridiculous. Plus, adding to that by threatening someone's, argument's sakes, family member. I heard that earlier on this past week on another social media outlet. Like, what is their problem? You have these bot accounts. Quite honestly, this app right here needs to stop these bot accounts and ban them completely. What that means is to prevent trolls from entering. I have said this on a few given occasions. YouTube or Facebook to Twitter's, call it what you want. They need to dig a little bit deeper into other people's accounts to make sure that they're trolls or not. They need to make sure. So the person that is doing the commentary, say for the likes of myself or Sean's View Entertainment, right now, when you get on here and you're live, you're taking a gamble. You're taking a gamble by getting out there. That's what you're doing. And you're trying to be animated and you're trying to have fun. But the way I look at social media these days, ladies and gentlemen and tubers, it's not so pleasant. Social media can be a very unfriendly environment. It can. And why? All we have most of the time is a bunch of male Karens out there that like to fucking bully and troll and drive people absolutely demented. That ain't so fucking cool. It's not. And adding to that, 25 minutes, we've just been told it's not a funny position to be in. Look, several years ago, I had a channel. It was funny, but at the same time, it was controversial. Sometimes I like to do controversial stuff. And at that point, I did a bit of an L. I did. And I was taking on a was. And I remember one person being on the phone to me there years ago now. This was when I had the Judge TV episodes up and running, saying, "Why don't you get Judge TV up and running again?" I says, "I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not." Just threw me away. I was completely thrown off guard. And then adding to that, my mouth even got even a little bit rowdier. Me by calling people, and I remember a time that it was about between 12 and 2 a.m. in the morning. I was late going in for work, and I had to apologize to my workforce, to whoever that was back in the day, by saying, dude, you got caught fucking rotten. You called this person, you did. And I went on the air. I made a statement on a social outlet platform many years ago. And does he eat at me still? No, not quite. But what I was doing the show the next day, while I was presenting the radio show when I had the radio station up and running, one person said to me that this individual's reputation was on the line, so to speak. So there were people at that time taking the fucking piddle out of that. They were taking the piss out of it, as in like they were fans of the show. All they wanted to hear me do, similar to this, was rant and rave. And there were times that I did the show unannounced without turning on the website, letting them know that I was on the air. So what we had to do was, when we had the radio station up and running back in those times, we had to put filters in. We had to refurbish the site from argument's sake from start to fucking finish. That was not easy to do. Was not easy. But I do remember, and I pitched an idea into a friend of mine, and I wanted this in 50 flags, 40 to 50 flags, as into 50 languages. So people from different territories and different parts of Europe and around the globe can understand, like from the United States to here to the UK to the Republic, uh, have it in Irish or English, Russian, uh, argument's sake, Chinese to Japanese writing, whatever. So we did on what we can do. So when we had the Judge FM site up and running, basically what was going on with that was it was taking up too much RAM or possible memory. I'm not 100% sure. So a friend of mine calls me. He said, Judge, I'm sorry, we have to take it down. I went, okay, fine. 6 months to a year later, the entire situation was reinstated again. He says, dude, I got go into the website. So, what site are you talking about? Go to the church website. I went, okay. I went, fucking awesome. So, here's the thing. My friend was the owner, and I was the actual announcer. And he's the one that created this whole radio station to start with. Then to fast forward earlier on this year to 2021, many years later, and it was quite some time since I saw this individual. And this was outside of town. I saw this individual. I said, "You were the guy that run Judge FM. You used to do the radio." I went, "That's miles gone." I goes to him, says I, "That's miles gone, kiddo." Says, "Why? I didn't know that." I went, "Well, not being smart with you there, bro." I goes, "You know now." So why is that? Because I moved out many years ago. That's why. And there was a time that I had, well, there was a time that I had to fucking sacrifice to move out. From 2012 up to 2015, 5 years living in a different apartment, then moving to a different location. And you know, oh, oh, moving there was it was cool. I had my ups and my downs with it. It was in the middle of June when I first moved out, and that was basically 32 minutes into the commentary. Thank you. The time is now 1:33. We're live. For those who did not catch the live stream, pardon me, you can catch the replay in its entirety, but this will be edited because some parts of the background will be edited out as well in the next couple of hours. Pardon me. So in the next few minutes, I'll be heading off the air. That's what we're going to be doing. So, Twitter at, hold on if I can get the address up. Can we get her up? At Judge underscore Crowder. Yes, you can get that up and running anyway, so you can follow me on that. And are the Conservatives keeping their election promises? This is in reference to the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Well, this is in reference to the 2019 manifesto. This is police, Brexit, and immigration in their 2019 manifesto. Okay, let's dig a little bit deeper into that, shall we? Let's link in and have a look at. Here we go. Get Brexit done? That remains to be seen. This was. Okay. Hold on for a minute. We'll be right back. Just bear with us for a second, please. No, we can't because. No, I'm not for that. So the credit goes to the BBC News from 23 minutes ago. Are the Conservatives keeping their election promises? Now, this is in the United Kingdom, and I just got a notification. Someone liked my tweet, and obviously, oh, hello. Dave Weasel, a famous. Wow, this is a first. Holy mackerel. Instagram, Dave Weasel, who's a famous Instagrammer, I do believe. Holy mackerel. Okay, I'm speechless here, ladies and gentlemen. This is breaking news here. I am gobsmacked. I am absolutely, I wouldn't say shocked, but sir, to make this live on the record here right now, consider yourself being followed. And I thank you very much for looking at my clip. I do appreciate you for tuning into my live stream or whatever, whatever it was that you were following up on. This was in reference to the volcano crisis in Spain. What I said was the views to this live broadcast are meaningful and this public broadcast does not affect members of the public. Though I did take a little pot shot at someone, quite frankly, for the record, but the names were dubbed out due to circumstances beyond its control. Now, what I'm interested here, just to see how many likes it got one, but how many impressions? 18 impressions and 2 engagements. Well, that's a start. And for that person that just liked my tweet, I thank you very much. And yeah, that has just made my flipping night. That has now. That has just made my flipping night. He may have not been tuned into the live stream, but damn, that was very kind of him. So basically, what I'm going to do here is send him a DM. This gentleman is in the United States, in the West Coast, uh, middle of May of 2012, 13, whatever it says. Not followed by anyone you're following, but I'm following you, sir. You deserve, sir, deserve a follow. I still can't get over this. I am gobsmacked. Like that little cat in the background too. How nice. I had a cat back in my time. Well, thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Thank you for liking my tweet. That's that is just unreal. Let me find that guy, if I may. See, can I copy? Yeah. Okay, let's try this out for the kick here. This is breaking news to me. I am in awe right now. That has just that has just made my night, and it's just 20 to just 20 to 5, I do believe. 20 to 6 in the West Coast, if I stand correct with that. Stand by, please, for the time. Yes, it's just after 20 to 6 West Coast time. That has just made my evening. What's this? And another breaking news message here from, thank you, I am Dave Weasel on Instagram. If you have it, here's a little stand up comedy bit. Please like and subscribe if you dig it. Oh, don't you worry, sir. I will dig it. I will dig it. Thank you very much for that, sir. That, my dear boy, deserves a like. I'm gobsmacked. I'm sorry, I can't help myself saying this. David, emotional support dog. Okay, I'll check that out immediately after this broadcast, and I am just I don't know what oh, I don't know what to do up here. I certainly don't know what to do. I am absolutely speechless. Shut up, Grandma. It's 22 in the morning. Yes, son. Grandson. That's my grandma kicking in again. Always interfering where it doesn't belong. The stupid son of an unnamed goat. Holy mackerel. I'm just waiting for a possible another message. If he is tuning in, I would like to hear his side of the story to what this Dave Weasel character likes about my broadcast. Either it's the tweet or it's the broadcast. I'm not 100% sure. It's obvious that he must have seen something that I was doing. I think he, I think what he was trying to do, he thinks he thought I might have been onto something. He thought that, but damn that. Right, let's get back down to some serious business, if we may, please. Back to the yes, they were about 25 minutes ago. Something to do with the climate change. I just repeat this out one last time. I can't even get my head around this game. Are the Conservatives keeping their election? Start that again, damn it! Election promises, please. Delivering 50,000 more nurses and 6,000 more doctors. Okay, this report, for the record, does indeed go to the BBC in the United Kingdom. To heck with it, go for agree. The Conservatives are holding their party conference in Manchester, which I'm no stranger to. I've been there a few times. Not in the city, but in the airport. Going to a friend's house. It comes almost 2 years after Boris Johnson won the 2019 general election, a few months before the pandemic hit. Yes, if I can remember clearly, also that he had COVID-19 on two given occasions, ladies and gentlemen. And he was out for quite a bit. If I can remember clearly, full time equivalent nurses and health visitors in England. Okay. From December 2019 to June 2021, nurse and health visitors. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a big, big pill. The statistics are really. Fuck. Okay, 7,000 to 6,000 to 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and minus 6,000, 20, 10, 11, 12, 13. Up to 2021. Get Brexit done. Analysis. Okay. Well, that's the United Kingdom's problem, not ours, quite frankly. So do not get us involved, quite honestly. Do not get us involved. Do not get us involved. That's all I can say here. We're going to take a quick time out. Do not go away, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, oh boy, am I in a good mood. Well, we're back live just before we go off the air, ladies and gentlemen. Well, today's temps are cloudy, 14 degrees. Tonight, Monday, will be 10 degrees, heavy rain. Oh boy. Tuesday, 13 degrees, clear skies. Wednesday, cloudy, 14 degrees, partly cloudy. Thursday, 18 degrees. Surprise, surprise, surprise. 17 degrees. Friday with rain. Uh, Cloudy, 15 degrees. Sunday, excuse me, 15 degrees, winds 27 miles an hour, 16, 30, 27, 28, 24, and 15. Those are the respective wind speeds for during the week. And the credit goes to Ned Aaron from the RTE weather source. So do check out your local weather listings. That wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen, and a very good night from myself, the judge, and thank you to at Dave Weasel who have either tuned in to my stream or liked my. Good night, everyone, and stay safe.